wide to the left. And up goes to Wilcox. Gets to the edge, and Wilcox gets 5, 6, 7, maybe even 8 yards. Myers now in the offensive line for Virginia. Pitch back, Wilcox coming to the right side with some running room. On the right side. And up goes to Wilcox with a little bit of running room and just keeps those legs turning. He got nearly 5 yards again. Wilcox again in the tail position. Here's a slant pass. It's caught by Aho. Aho now is out wide to the right. Quarterback, Foy under some pressure, again rolling, and it is caught by Greenwald. He's into the end zone for a touchdown, and Foy is shaken up. And a pleasant good evening, football fans, and welcome to UN Stadium on this Friday night. A beautiful Friday night for high school football. Just underway, Virginia and Aitkin. Home opener for the Blue Devils. Zupitz from the shotgun. Now he's running to the left side, avoids one, and then he gets forced out of bounds. Gain of about 6 or 7 by Jack Zupitz on the initial offensive play for the Blue Devils. Aitken comes in, 2 wins and no losses. Both of their wins came at home. Virginia is 0-2. Both of their losses have come on the road. So this is the first home game for Virginia and the first road game for the Aitken Gobblers. Aitken beat Barnum 14-2. They beat I Falls 54-0. Again from the shotgun, Blue Devils going with 4 wide, 2 on each side. Zupitz rolling now to the right side, looking downfield, still looking, throws it underneath. He tried to hit 21, that's Carmody, and the pass was wide, incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Let's check the Blue Devil offensive line. At left tackle is number 72, 6'5", 270-pound sophomore, that's Dre Chafee. At left guard is 66, Jordan Checo, 6'2", 205, a senior. The center is 61, Anthony Hall, he's 5'8", 220. And he's a senior. 76 right guard is Anton Levesque, 6 foot 220 senior. At the right tackle is 71 Tyler Herberg, 6'4", 190 and a senior. Again, Virginia shows 4 wide, 2 on outside. Aitken jumps offside and they'll give the Blue Devils a free 5 yards. In the backfield, the quarterback is Jack Zupitz. The running backs are Carter Crandall and Caleb Bialke. The flanker is Dawson Flatley. Now coming out wide will be Mason and Carmody. That's on the wide side, which is the right side. First down, Blue Devils after the 5-yard free penalty. Bialke comes in motion. Zupitz will keep it. He'll just go straight ahead. Runs into a pile of Gobblers, and it's a short gain. Second down and 8 to go for the Blue Devils. 45-yard line. Virginia with 2 road games. At Mesabi East, 44-31 for the Giants, and at Moose Lake Willow River, they lost 26-12. Virginia averaging 21.5 a game. Defense is giving up 35. Meanwhile, Aitken is scoring 34 points a game, and their defense has given up only 2 points in 2 games. Very strong defense as I talked to the radio announcer from KKIN in Aitken. Zupitz will give it off to Bialke. Nice hole on that right side, and Bialke gets to the 49-yard line. Gain of about 3. It'll be 3rd down and 5. We'll watch on the replay. Bialke, nice blocking over on that right side. Tackle on a play by number 10, that's Quinn Miller.
3rd down, along 4.
3rd and 5 for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils going with 4 wide, 2 on each side. Zupitz from the shotgun. Short drop. Throwing the ball, and it's almost intercepted. 23 was Garrett Westerlin. And Virginia will bring their punt team out. We'll watch on the replay. It was not a good pass. 23 had it played perfectly for the Gobblers. He was right in front of 21 Carmody. And Zupids and the Blue Devils now are going to have to take a timeout. There's a timeout on the field with 10 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the opening quarter. No score. This is Blue Devil football on this Friday night.
Providing transportation service for the young to the old, for the able-bodied and those who are not quite so able. Arrowhead Transit. It's your ride to get you where you need to go. Call 800-862-0175.
After the timeout, Virginia will set up their punt team. Back deep to receive is Smythe for the Gobblers. Zupids will get the snap around his 37-yard line and gets away a wobbly kick. It's going to take a sideways bounce, and it'll be touched by one of the Blue Devils downfield. Now it's picked up. The ball was not downed. It was just touched, and it was returned by number 3. That's Kyle Clough. And Aitkin will start 1st and 10 from outside their 30-yard line. Blue Devils in their home blues. Aitken in the road white jerseys with the red pants, red numerals, black helmets. Blue Devils with the white helmets. All blue. Special welcome to our viewers tonight that are watching our game on MasabiCommunityTelevision.com and also on Mediacom Channel 5, our live telecast. Here's a handoff to Price, the ball carrier, and he gets very short. He gets to the 35-yard line, a gain of a couple. A lot of Blue Devils in on the stop. Defensively, leading the way for the Blue Devils was 76, Anton LeBake. Last year, these teams met in Aitkin, and Virginia won by a score of 6-0. Blue Devils finished last year 5-4, while Aitkin was 4-6. Here's a little misdirection. The ball carrier gets out over the 35 to the 37. That was 27, Luke Pilarski.
Pilarski, the ball carrier.
It's going to set up 3rd and 5.
Jacko on a stop for the Blue Devils.
Try to check the offensive line. 50 is Jack Workman. 54, Cade Hopperstead. 63, the center is Cody Snyder. 58 is Andrew Eklund. 78 is Hunter Miller. 6'5", 305. Here is Miller on a keeper. Back up the middle. He'll get a first down out over the 45 to about the 48-yard line. That's about a 9-yard gain, and that's Aitken's initial first down in tonight's game. He just took the snap and just read his blocking and went right back up the middle as we watch now on the replay.
First down and 10 for the Gobblers from their own 48-yard line.
Carter Crandall was credited with the stop. 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Miller will give it off. Ball carrier, that's Pilarski getting some running room on that left side. Luke Pilarski, 5'8", 150 pounds, and he gains to the 40-yard line. That's 12 more yards and another first down.
First down, Gobblers.
Jaden Bernard, 22, one of the Blue Devils, and then he got some help. This will be the 5th play in this Aitkin drive. Ball's right in the center of the field. Miller will hand the ball off. Price gets only a couple yards.
That was Price, the ball carrier.
Mason, number 2, in on the stop, along with Jacob Gibson, 24 for the Blue Devils.
On a stop, number 24, Jacob Gibson for the Blue Devils.
J.J. Bridgewater, 65, is the defensive tackle. Try to check the other front. 66 is Jordan Checo. 71, Tyler Herberg. Looks like 76 is LeBeg. Here's Miller on a keeper, right back up the middle with some running room. It takes Bernard to take him down inside the 25-yard line. A 15-yard run and a first down. That's their third first down on this drive.
First and 10 for the Gobblers on the Blue Devils' 24-yard line.
Wideouts on both sides. Backs are split. Now Miller comes in motion. Here is Quinn Miller rolling, dumps it off, and it's caught. We got a flag on the play. That was Owen Miller, the motion man. But I think we've got some movement against Aitken. I think this is going to move them back. Illegal procedure, and that'll be their second penalty of the night. Gobblers are perfect, 2-0 in the season. They play in Section 7-2A. Virginia is 0-2, and they play in Section 7-3A.
We have a Dodge Grand Caravan, license plate number 510 BKK, with the slider door open on the side.
So the official puts the ball in play. Clock is running, coming up on 7 minutes to go in our opening quarter. No score. Aitken is going from north to south in this opening quarter. Miller rolling to the right side, looking, pumps it, lost control of it. It'll be an incompleted pass.
That was an incomplete pass.
And it'll be second down and 15 back at the 30-yard line. 29-yard line, I guess, is where they have it marked. And now Aitken will substitute 3 in. Wideouts on both sides. Long left, Owen Miller to the right. Backs are split in a pro set. Says Miller coming in motion. Handoff goes to Pilarski, and he's going to get very little. 65 is Bridgewater, 66 Checo. Also 21 was Carmody for the Blue Devils. 3rd and 13. Ball is right in the middle of the field. This is Friday Night Lights, Wasabi Community Television's broadcast of Blue Devils sports. Quinn Miller has a man coming in motion. Ball coming this way, one-on-one defense, and a beautiful play by Chris Mason. Knocked the ball carrier off his feet. That was Carter Olson. Flag on the play also. It'll be holding against Aitken. Watch this play by Mason. Comes up and cuts him down, open field tackle. The Blue Devils are going to take this 10-yard penalty. Well, now they're saying we don't want to take the penalty. We'll take the play, and that'll set up 4th down. Head coach is Alan Hills at Aitken High School, and for the Blue Devils, it's Ed Kramers. Legal use of the hands was declined by the Blue Devil defense. It'll be 4th down. Fourth and a long 10. Quinn Miller from the shotgun. Looking downfield now, he runs out of the pocket. The Blue Devils will stop him short. That's Checo taking him down with the tackle for the Blue Devils after a gain of about 3, and Virginia will take the ball over on downs. And the Blue Devil defense comes up big with the stop with 5:43 to go here in our opening quarter. Blue Devils go on the road next week. They go to Two Harbors, while Pine City comes to Aitken to meet these Gobblers. Aitkin trying to go 3-0 in the season. Blue Devils looking for their first victory. Now Virginia will spread the field. Wide outs on both sides. Zupitz will hand off to Bialki, going left side and falls over the 25 to about the 26. That's a 5-yard run by Caleb. Watch on the replay. Watch the blocking over on that side as we get this replay up.
Bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Blue Devils.
Second down and 5. Here's Zupitz on a keeper. Little bit of running room in the middle. It was not a good snap, and Jack had to kind of go up for the ball, and then by the time he finally controlled it, a lot of gobblers were in on the play. It's a short gain. 3rd down.
On a stop, number 78, Hunter Miller for the Gobblers.
3rd and 4. Beautiful night for football here in the Queen City, although rain is coming in tonight. Going to start about 10 o'clock here in northeastern Minnesota. Blue Devils with wide outs. The ball's in the middle of the field for Zupitz and the Blue Devils. Jack is rolling to the right, looking downfield, throwing the ball, and it's almost intercepted.
Pass is incomplete.
Westerlin of the Gobblers stepped in front of that pass, and that's the second time 23 has done that for Aitken. And Virginia will bring their punt team out. 4:27 to go in our opening quarter. We want to welcome all our viewers tonight watching in Aitkin, watching your 2-0 Gobblers taking on the Blue Devils in Virginia. Zupitz in punt formation. Pressure on, and the kick is away. Low, bouncing kick. And the Blue Devils will down it just at the 40-yard line, so that's where Aitkin will start their second offensive series here in the opening quarter. Nick Peters down there to touch the ball for the Blue Devils. Quinn Miller will bring his offensive unit back out. Again in an offensive line, Workman, Hopperstead, Snyder, Eklund, and Hunter Miller up front. Those are your horses up front. They got some nice size. Quinn Miller from the shotgun. He'll hand off, little misdirection to the ball carrier. Looked like it was number 2, Gabe Long, that not check that 23, the ball carrier. That was Garrett Westerlin.
Westerlin, the ball carrier.
He got about 6 yards on that play.
On a stop, number 24, Jacob Gibson for the Blue Devils. Brings up 2nd down and a long 4.
Now Owen Miller will check in with the next play from the coaching staff. Ball's in the center of the field. Again, they'll go 3 wide, 2 to the right and 1 to the left. Handoff. And the ball carrier gets in the open. That is Carter Dix.
Ball carrier number 6, Carter Knox. On a stop is Gibson for the Blue Devils.
Watching this replay as Dox gets some running room on that left side. That's the 4th first down for Aitkin. They've got 67 yards already on the ground. Blue Devil linebackers try to check their linebackers. 44, well, we'll check it. Looks like Crandall is 40. Handoff, this is Dox again. He'll get to the 38-yard line.
That was Knox, the ball carrier.
71 Herberg in on the stop.
Herbert got a stop for the Blue Devils. Tyler Herbert.
44 is Flatley, 40 is Crandall. 5 is Bialki. from the shotgun. Again, handoff going to the right side. Not much this time. Herberg on the stop for the Blue Devils. Owen Miller got the handoff. It's going to set up 3rd and 2.
Bring up 3rd down about 2.
Under 2 minutes to play in our opening quarter. As you see on our Arrowhead Transit scoreboard, Miller just straight ahead and gets to the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 5 and a first down.
Not for a first down for the Gobblers.
1st and 10 for Aitkin. 5 first downs for the Gobblers, 1 for the Blue Devils. Aitkin with 82 yards in this opening quarter, Virginia with 17. This will be the 16th play for Aitkin here in the opening quarter. 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Here comes a motion man. Handoff goes, and it's Price, the ball carrier. Ryan Scherf with the tackle for the Blue Devils. Again, just running off that left guard and tackle.
On a stop, number 50, Cole Raymond. Bring up 2nd down and about 2 for the Gobblers.
Blue Devils need to come up with a defensive stop as the Gobblers are controlling the line of scrimmage here in this opening quarter. Handoff goes to Pilarski, and he's stopped right along the line of scrimmage, and it's going to set up 3rd and short.
Pilarski on the carrier. Raymond on the stop.
Probably the last play of the opening quarter. 15 seconds to play. Miller is out wide to the right. Quinn Miller from the shotgun. Quarterback keeper straight ahead. He'll get a first down.
That was Miller, the ball carrier.
Gains 5 yards. They'll move the sticks. The clock will start, and then it'll be put in motion after the chains are moved, and our first quarter is going to come to an end. Now the clock is running out. We've played 1 quarter from Ewens Field on this Friday night. No score, Aitkin in Virginia. This is Mesabi Community Television's sports broadcast.
The P.S. Engman Agency is a family-owned business that has served the area with compassion and quality service for over 100 years. We are grateful for their fine support of Blue Devil Sports on Channel 5.
Well, a pretty good quarter for the Aitkin Gobblers. I've got them unofficially with 96 yards in the opening quarter, 6 first downs. Quarterback Miller tried 1 pass. It was incomplete. They've been penalized twice for 10 yards. Meanwhile, the Blue Devils with 17 yards of offense on 8 plays. They've got 1 first down, and they have not committed a penalty. Gobblers now will go from south to north here in this second quarter. Backs come out, split in the pro set. Under center is Quinn Miller. Gets some man coming motion. That's Miller. Pitch back coming to this near side with some blocking. Cuts back in. That's Docks. He'll get inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line.
Docks the ball carrier.
Watch on the replay. It was student body right this time. He's got 3 blockers leading the way. And it was Carter Crandall with the stop. Aitkin was 4-6 last year. They played in Section 7 2A. They beat Evelyn Gilbert in an opening playoff game, and then they lost to Royalton. Royalton knocked them out of the playoffs last year. Again, Virginia and Aitkin played in Aitkin last year. Virginia won that game 6-0. Here's a handoff. The ball carrier is Pilarski, gets to the 10-yard line. It's going to set up third and short.
Luke Pilarski, the ball carrier. On a stop number 12, Lennon McCarty.
Third and a yard.
Third down, about 2 for the Goblins.
Wideouts on both sides. Backs are split. Miller will come in motion. He'll get the handoff, trying to get to the edge, one-on-one, and nearly a great play. Well, I guess a flag was thrown in. 19 came up from the corner. That was Ryan Scherf. But I didn't see the hold. Let's see if we can watch this on the replay. Well, I guess right there the hold was on 24. I guess that's where they called it.
A block in the back against the Gobblers.
Against the Gobblers, so they'll move them back 10 yards from the 10-yard line back to the 20. So that'll set up third and 10. Looks like it's going to be third and 11. 4 wide, 2 on each side for the Gobblers. Quinn Miller from the shotgun. Rolling this way, one-on-one, and the Blue Devils converge and make the stop near the 18-yard line. 4th down. Watch on the replay from the shotgun. Checo slowed him down and then got some help from the inside. Here's Miller throwing the ball, and it is batted away by Bernard. Nice defensive play.
Good play. The Blue Devils will take over and down.
Well, I guess it was not Bernard. It was 32. That's Peters. But that's a nice defensive play. Virginia will stop the Gobblers and take the ball over on downs. They'll start from about the 16-yard line. 9:45 to play in our scoreless first half. Parents' night tonight here at the stadium.
17-yard line.
Zupid's under center. Backs are set in the I formation. Handoff to Flatley, and Dawson will get to the 20. 3-yard gain for the senior. Blue Devils last year finished the season at 5-4, got knocked out of the playoffs by Greenway Nashua Keewatin. I think back just a few years ago, Aitken had an outstanding team. I think it was about 2016. I think they lost the first game, won 7 in a row, and then got beat in the playoffs. My memory. Here's a straight handoff, and not much for the Blue Devil ball carrier. Gain of a couple, and it's going to be third and about 5. Check the Blue Devil offensive line. Chafee, Checo, Hall, LeBake, and Herberg are the guard, tackle, center, guard, and tackle from left to right. Jaden Bernard comes out wide to the left. Here's a handoff. That's Flatley, the ball carrier, and Dawson will get a Blue Devil first down.
Dawson Flatley, the ball carrier. First down, Blue Devils.
Gain of 4. That's the second Blue Devil first down. Watch on the replay, just straight ahead running. Dawson in the I formation, second man set up. Bernard again will come out wide to the left. Slot man on the right. They tried a quick hitter, and boy, the Gobblers were not fooled. It's Carter Crandall, the ball carrier, and he may have lost a half a yard. Second down, and we'll call it 11. Under 8 minutes to play, first half. Friday night football from Ewens Field in Virginia, Minnesota. I formation behind senior Jack Zupids. Jack is rolling right, looking downfield, throwing the ball long downfield. It's up in the air, and it is incomplete. Tommy Carmody was the intended receiver. It's going to be fourth down for Virginia.
There was a flag on the play.
Looks like a flag on the play. Thrown by the back judge, so that is going to be defensive holding. And that's going to be a Blue Devil first down. Well, I guess it's going to be just short then. It's 10 yards. It's not an automatic first down. Fourth penalty on Aitken for 30 yards. Second down and short. Bernard and Hewinen come out, and quarterback sneaks straight ahead. Jack Zupids gets to the 45-yard line. Jack got 6 yards and another Blue Devil first down.
That was Zupids, the ball carrier. Enough for Blue Devils first down.
Watch on the replay as Jack just followed his center. That's Anthony Hall, and gets to the 45-yard line. Anthony is 5'8", 220-pound center. Zupids will give it off. This is Dawson Flatley into the open and gets a first down on a 10-yard run. Well, they'll mark him just a fraction short. Second down and short. Zupids will give it off to Flatley again, and Dawson gets a first down inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
First down, Blue Devils.
Blue Devils will get a first down as we watch on the replay. Watch the blocking on that left side for the Blue Devils as Dawson Flatley takes the handoff. Well, that's some nice blocking over there. And now Aitken wants to talk things over. We're going to take a break with 6:43 to go in our first half. Aitken and Virginia scoreless on this Friday night from Virginia. Devils with 4 first downs now after that last run by Flatley. Hewinen in the slot. Bernard out wide left. Mason out wide to the right. Backs are set in the I formation. Flatley is the tailback. Crandall is the blocking back. And here is Flatley again, and Dawson will get about 4, looks like about 5 more yards.
That was Flatley, the ball carrier.
Right now, Virginia's doing nothing fancy. They're just going right at him, as you'll watch again on the replay. That's just good blocking on that left side for the Blue Devils.
Bring up second down on a long 5.
Bernard left, Carmody to the right. Hewin again in the slot. Again, Flatley, but this time he's not going to go anyplace. Not sure if they bunched up that hole or if Flatley tried to pop it outside. Maybe on the replay we'll be able to pick up. Well, I guess we don't have a replay on that one.
Last set of play will bring up third down and about 8 for the Blue Devils.
It'll be third down and 7. Gobbler's going with a 3-man front, 3-5-3 defense. They've got some horses up front, and they got some pretty quick linebackers. Zupin's dropping back, now flushed out of the pocket, running right side, throwing the ball, and it is caught by Carmody. Inside the 20-yard line, looks like near the 15. That'll be a 22-yard gain we watch on the replay.
First down and 10 for the Blue Devils at the Gobbler's 15-yard line.
First and 10 from the 15. Flatley gets inside the 15 to about the 13.
Stop number 10.
Coming up on 5 minutes to play in our first half. No score.
Bring up second down and 8.
Home opener for the Virginia Blue Devils. Nice crowd. A lot of Aitken people made their way up the 2-hour trip. I formation. Hand off to Crandall. Carter keeps those feet churning and gets maybe a yard.
That was Crandall, the ball carrier.
Third down for the Blue Devils. 3rd and 7. Near the 12-yard line. And now Virginia wants to talk things over on a big third down play, so we're going to take a break. Timeout on the field with 4:12 to go in the first half. No score. Aitken and Virginia. Friday night football from Virginia. Next week, Virginia will go to Two Harbors to meet the Agates, while Aitken will host Pine City. Virginia will be back home on the 29th, their homecoming game against their arch rivals, the Evelyn Gilbert Golden Bears. Here we go, 3rd and 7 from the 12-yard line. 4 wide for the Blue Devils. Zupid's on a quarterback keeper, gets close to the 6-yard line. It looks like he's going to be about a yard short, and it's going to be 4th down.
That was Hopperstad on the stop.
4th down and
4th down and 2 for the Blue Devils.
a long yard. Blue Devils still have 1 timeout. I wonder, well, they're not going to use it. They're going to go with this 4th down play. Bernard out to the left. Carmody to the right. Hewin in the slot from the shotgun. Flatley goes in motion. And then They'll call the penalty as he started up instead of going towards the sideline. And that's the first Virginia penalty, legal procedure. They'll move him back to 5 yards, so it'll be 4th and almost 7. Official puts the clock in motion. Jimmy Johnson is the official in charge tonight. 4th down play for the Blue Devils. Zupitz from the shotgun. Looking, throwing the ball for Bernard. It's jumped, and he could not come down with it. He was looking for a flag. Intended for Jaden Bernard. See if we can see on the replay if there was any push or not. Well, I think this is the long pass that went for the first down. Aitkin will take the ball over with 3:05 to go in our first half, no score. Aitkin with 2 timeouts, and they need to go 83 yards. Here's Miller on the keeper, reading his blocking, and Miller's into the open. Hewinan trips him up. Ryan Hewinan will trip him up.
First down for the Gobblers.
23-yard run on that play, and it'll be a first down at the 35-yard line. Again, you're watching tonight's telecast on Mesabi Community Television, also Mediacom, Channel 5 in Virginia. I'm Bob Cohn. Here's a handoff. This is Pilarski. Well, I guess they put in Blazik this time to carry the ball, number 26. Jeremy Blazik, who is a 5'10", 160-pound senior.
That's Randall Checo on the stop for the Blue Devils.
Miller, little swing pass, tried to hit Blazik, and it was incomplete. Miller has attempted 3 passes so far with no completions. Zupitz is 1 for 6 for 22 yards. Blue Devils unofficially with 81 yards of offense in the first half, while Aitken has 133, all on the ground. Quinn Miller gets the play. 2:20 to play in the first half. Four wide, 2 on each side for the Gobblers. Miller dropping, throwing the ball long downfield, and it is incomplete. I think a missed defensive assignment. There was 2 men in that area, and only Mason defensively for the Blue Devils.
We'll bring a fourth down for the Gobblers.
Fourth down. They have to get to the 45.5-yard line, and they're going to punt the ball away. Snap is good. The punt's away. It's end over end. It's going to take a Gobbler bounce. Going to roll inside the 20 to about the 16, almost the 15-yard line. And that's where Virginia will bring their offense back out. They've got 1 timeout remaining. Aitken with 2 home victories to start the season, their first road encounter, while the Blue Devils with 2 road losses to start the season, and this is their home opener. As we pan the audience with a lot of Blue Devils supporters, a lot of blue and white in the stands tonight. See if you recognize somebody. Blue Devils starting from their 15-yard line. Zupid's under center. He'll hand it off. This is Flatley coming through the middle. He'll get to about the 19-yard line. That's a gain of about 3. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Coach Kramer's with 1 timeout remaining.
We'll bring up second down about 6.
Well, the slight breeze to start the game has settled down, and the flag is just limp right now. Although rain is coming in starting about 10 o'clock tonight. Here's a pitch coming this way. This is Bialke, gets a hole, and Bialke gets out of the 20 to about the 22-yard line. And it's going to set up 3rd and short for the Blue Devils.
On a stop, number 50, Jack Workman for the Gobblers. We'll bring up 3rd down and about 3 for the Blue Devils.
60 seconds remaining in the first half. Blue Devils with a 3rd and 3 play coming. Jaden Bernard will come out wide to the left. Chris Mason will come in the slot. Out wide is Tommy Carmody. Out to the right side. I formation for the backs. Zupids will give it off to Flatley, trying to hit that left side, and he'll get close to a first down. Looks like he may be a little short, and a timeout quickly called by Aitkin.
Timeout, Aitken.
Play went for a couple yards. Aitkin just used their second timeout. They have 1 remaining. We'll just keep it here with 33 seconds to go in our first half. Blue Devils with 2 home games remaining on their season. Only had 3 home games this year. Actually, there was 4. But the game against Patrick Henry, they scheduled that game in Brainerd on October the 5th. Blue Devils with road games at Two Harbors and at Greenway. Their home games remaining would be home against Evelyn Gilbert, the homecoming on the 29th, and then close out the regular season MEA on the 17th of October. That's that Wednesday night. The Broncos will be here. Blue Devils right now huddling around head coach Ed Kramer's. Looks like the Gobblers may be sending everyone to try to block this punt. So Zupids needs to get a good snap. Needs to get some blocking up front. Oh, they're going to bring everyone. They've got 8 up on the line of scrimmage. Low snap, bouncing snap, and Zupids' shot is blocked. They called him down. He went down to 1 knee to field that low snap, and the Gobblers are going to get the ball inside the Virginia 13-yard line. Oh, man. What a break for Aitken with 30 seconds to play. There's a low snap. Zupids went down to field it and had his knee on the ground when he made contact with the football. So that's where Aitken will get the ball, 13-yard line. And now Coach Kramers wants an explanation, and he'll go over to the sidelines to, or the official will go over to talk with the referee. Unfortunately, we do not have a replay to look at that again. He was saying that the ball bounced up, is what, trying to read his hand motion over on the far side. 30 seconds to go in the first half. Aitken with a big break. Let's see if they can capitalize. Quinn Miller, short drop, throw the ball over the middle, and it was, is it intercepted or not? Let's see. They say, nope, it hit the ground. It's incomplete. Bernard short hopped it. It'll be second down and 10. That play took 3 seconds. Now the Gobblers go with 4 wide, 2 on each side. Quinn Miller from the shotgun. Swing pass, and it's caught over in the flat by Blazik, and he gets forced out of bounds. Let's see where he gets forced out.
That was classic, the ball carrier.
First completion for Miller, and it went for 9 yards, and it's going to be 3rd and a yard with 18 seconds to play in the first half.
Bring up 3rd down and about 1.
Ball's just inside the 4-yard line. Third down and short. 4 wide, 2 on each side. Here's a quarterback keeper, straight ahead. Quarterback gets close and he's in. Touchdown for Miller.
That was Miller, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Cobbler.
Miller on a 4-yard run scores with 14 seconds to play in our first half. And now the point after touchdown.
2-point conversion.
He'll go for the 2-point conversion. Miller on a keeper, and he's not going to go anyplace. Getting through for the Blue Devils was number 72 was Chafee, and it is 6-0. 2-point conversion is not good. We want to let our viewers know watching on TV and also on the stream that the stream and the broadcast will be interrupted at halftime so we can make some corrections. We will have the second half and we'll get you back on the live stream and the Channel 5 as quickly as possible. But again, there will be an interruption at halftime with your stream feed and also with your live broadcast on Channel 5. 14 seconds to play in our first half. Aitken taking advantage of that Blue Devil miscue and have punched one in from 4 yards out, and they have taken a 6-0 lead on Virginia. Blue Devils bring out their receive team. John Blanchett will kick off. .14 seconds to play in our first half. Comes the left-footed kicker. And it's picked up by Carmody. He gets out over the 30. And the Blue Devils will start there with 7 seconds to play in the first half.
The Blue Devils will take over from the old 30-yard line.
So again, for our viewers watching on Mediacom Channel 5 and also on our live stream at MasabiCommunityTelevision.com, your telecast will be interrupted here at halftime so we can make some corrections, but be sure to get ready for the second half. It should be a dandy of a second half from Ewens Field on this Friday night. Blue Devils look like they're just going to play it safe here with 7 seconds to play. Zupids will just take one knee and our clock is going to run out on our first half of action. 6-0 Aitkin over Virginia from Ewens Field on this Friday night. We'll take a break and we'll have more action coming up shortly. This is Blue Devil football on Masabi Community Television.
I'm Jermaine, I'm from Milwaukee, and this is my Masabi story.
My name's Laura. I am from Virginia, Minnesota. I've been a lifelong Iron Ranger, and this is my Masabi story.
My name is Hannah. I'm from Hermantown, and this is my Masabi story.
The faculty at Masabi Range College, they really care.
I'm very impressed with the way the staff has worked with us.
Oh, I love the program. Absolutely love it. I couldn't imagine doing anything different.
providing transportation service for the young to the old, for the able-bodied and those who are not quite so able. Arrowhead Transit. It's your ride to get you where you need to go. Call 800-862-0175.
Roosevelt Elementary School continues to infuse new technologies into the classroom. Hands-on project-based learning prepares students for higher-level thinking skills. Region-based education allows students to learn in their own communities.
Roosevelt Elementary School is consistently performing at the highest levels on the MCA reading and math tests. Academic achievement is of the utmost importance. Roosevelt Elementary School. Good kids getting even better.
Local television programming is now available to everyone through MasabiCommunityTV.com. From our main page, you can find all of our live sports broadcasts, simultaneously streamed over YouTube, the High School Cube, and also live on Channel 5 Public Access. Archived sporting events are also available on our website for Chisholm, Mountain Iron, Virginia, and Mesabi East schools. You can also download all of these events by going to your selected event, clicking on the share icon, and then clicking on the address on the center of the screen. There, you will find your download button. Either from our webpage or from your Roku, you will also be able to watch area council meetings, school board meetings, or area concerts. From our main page, you may also view our entire community bulletin board. The P.S. Engman Agency is a family-owned business that has served the area with compassion and quality service for over 100 years. We are grateful for their fine support of Blue Devil Sports on Channel 5.
Well, we're just about set to start our second half of tonight's football game. 6-0 in favor of the Aitkin Gobblers over the Virginia Blue Devils. They took advantage of a Blue Devil miscue on a snap. Blue Devils with 5 first downs, and Aitkin has 8 total yardage in the first half. Virginia with 88 yards, and Aitkin has 146 yards. We're just about set to start. Looks like we're going to have to get someone out there. Looks like one of the Aitkin student managers is standing right in front of our clock. Blue Devils will go on the road. They'll go to Two Harbors next week, while Aitkin will host Pine City. young Blue Devil fans in the stands enjoying tonight's football action. Jacob Gibson will kick off for Virginia, and our second half is underway. Fielded near the 20-yard line, out over the 30, 35, a gaping hole, and a saving tackle on Owen Miller was made by number 19 of the Blue Devils. That is Ryan Scherf.
On a stop number 18, Ryan Scherf. For the Blue Devils. First down, the Gobblers, throwing for 29-yard line. First and 10 for the Gobblers.
First down from the 49-yard line. Great field position to start the second half for the Gobblers. Miller comes in motion, handoff straight ahead. And I think it's Pilarski, the ball carrier. He'll get to the Blue Devils side of the 50. 40, Crandall in on the stop for the Blue Devils. Also defensively was LeBake, number 76, gain of about 4. Blue Devils set up in that 4-man front. 4 linebackers and 3 deep. Again, Miller comes in motion, handoff to Pilarski again. Luke Pilarski gets a couple more yards.
On the stop, number 65, J.J. Bridgewater. For the Blue Devils.
Bridgewater right in the middle with the stop for the Blue Devils, number 65. In the linebacker position now is number 50 is Cole Raymond. Crandall, Flatley, also linebackers. Hand off to Price, and Price will get about 3, and it's going to set up 4th and a couple. Let's see if the Gobblers will go for it. I think they're going to go for it. We'll watch on the replay. Fourth down play, Blue Devils will get a couple linebackers in close. Quarterback sneaks straight ahead, and with the surge, it'll be a first down for the Gobblers. That's their 9th first down of the night. Gobblers with 150 yards on the ground. Just gets right behind the big center. Again, their offensive line, Workman number 50, Hopperman 54, Snyder number 63, Eklund 58, and Hunter Miller number 78 are the 5 interior linemen. First down from just inside the Blue Devil 40. Miller will give it off to Price, and Price will get a couple tough yards in the middle. A lot of blue jerseys led by Flatley, Crandall, Raymond, Checo, gain of a yard.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down and 10 for the Gobblers.
Second down and 9. Coming up on 9 minutes to play in our third quarter. 6-0 Aitkin. They scored with 14 seconds to play in the first half. Pitch back, play coming this way. This is Docks, the ball carrier. He'll get inside the 35. Carter Docks, who is 5'11", 155-pound junior. Gain of about 6.
Third down and 5 for the Gobblers.
Third down play coming, 3rd and about 4. They have to get to the 29-yard line. Mason, Carmody, and Bernard are your deep three for the Blue Devils. Miller will go in motion. Here's a misdirection handoff in the middle with Pilarski, and he's going to get a first down near the 20-yard line.
Pilarski, the ball carrier for the Gobblers. On the stop is number 22, Jaden Bernard. Not for a Gobblers, first down.
Super block by number 58, Andrew Aitkin, 6'3", 190-pound interior lineman. Here's another misdirection, but the ball carrier is in trouble. The Blue Devils are playing this one really well. Looks like it was Garrett Westerlin, the ball carrier. Checo slowed him down on the edge. Raymond then in on the stop. No gain. Wideouts on both sides. Docks is the tailback. Quarterback keeper, that's Miller, falls forward for a couple, and it's going to be third down and about 6 to go from near the Blue Devil 16-yard line.
Also Herbert on the play. We'll put up third down and 7 for the Gobblers.
The Gobblers now will go with 4 wide, 2 on each side. Third down play. Here's Miller throwing the ball towards the end zone, and it's almost intercepted by Tommy Carmody.
The pass is incomplete.
Miller now 1 for 7 for 9 yards. Zupid's 1 for 6 for the Blue Devils for 22 yards. And it's fourth down. Ball's on the 17-yard line. Gobblers now again will go with 4 wide, 2 on each side. 2 wideouts, 2 men in the slot. Miller, short drop, throwing the ball, and it is incomplete. He threw it a little bit behind Miller. And Virginia will take the ball over as the Gobblers used almost half of the third quarter with that first offensive series here in the second half. Virginia will start 1st and 10. Let's check the Virginia line. Chafee 72, Checo 66, Hall's the center at 61, LeBake 76 is the right guard, and Herberg 71 is the right tackle. Here comes Bernard out to the left, and you got Carmody and Mason going out to the right. Zupitz from the shotgun, he'll give it off to Flatley with some running room on that right side, and he'll get it near the 24-yard line. 7 yards for Dawson Flatley. If we watch on the replay, that was all on his own.
Second down, about 4.
Second down and 3 for the Blue Devils. Again, wideouts on both sides. Flatley again with the head off, and he'll get a first down near the 30-yard line. Initial first down for Virginia here in the second half. Watch on this replay, blocking over on the right side. Couple nice blocks there. 66 Checo threw a nice block.
1st and 10 for the Blue Devils from their own 30-yard line.
Tackle was made by Kyle Clough, number 3. And you know, when a safety makes a tackle, that means there's good blocking up front from the shotgun. Zupitz dropping back. Now he's flushed out of the pocket, goes down behind the line of scrimmage. Slow developing play, and it cost Virginia a lot of yardage.
A loss on the play.
Inside the 20, back to about the 18-yard line. Loss of about 13 on the play.
Hoppenstead on the tackle.
4:45 to play in the third. 6-0 in favor of Aitken.
Second down and about 21.
Now the Blue Devils going with 4 wide, 2 on each side. Crandall resets in the backfield. Zupid's on a keeper, trying to come to the left side, and Westerlin and a few other cobblers will finally take him down out over the 20 to about the 21. Jack will be a member of that Blue Devil hockey team this winter. He had a pretty good year last year for Coach Reed Larson.
Third down and about 18.
Hunan will go in the slot. Mason is out far. Blue Devils with 2 wide on each side on this third down play. Zopids throw the ball. Carmody catches it at the 40 to the 47, 48-yard line. Tommy Carmody with the reception and a Blue Devil first down.
That was Westerlin on the spot for the Goblins.
25 yards on that play, a first down. Tommy Carmody with the reception from Jack Zupitz. Jack with a short drop, throwing the ball for Hunan, and Ryan didn't look for it quick enough, and then it was thrown a little bit behind him, and it's going to be second down and 10. Blue Devils have it on the 47-yard line.
Pass was incomplete. Number 14 playing it. Win a second down and 10.
Zupitz gets the play from the Blue Devils sidelines. Jacob Gibson will come into the backfield late. Now he'll reset. Second down play. Gibson gets the handoff. He gets to the 50-yard line. The ball came out, but they ruled it down. Gain goes for 2.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
It'll be third down.
Great third down and about 7.
About 7 to go. Four wide again. 2 on each side. Zupitz steps up, throws the ball to Bernard with a catch. Jaden's in the open, 25, the 20, the 15 to the 10-yard line. Jaden Bernard.
First down, Blue Devils.
That's a 34-yard play for the Blue Devils. Check that. It went from the 50-yard line to about the 11, 39 yards on that play. And now Virginia is forced to take a timeout. They didn't have the right personnel on the field, so with 2:17 to go in our third quarter, we'll take a break. This is Blue Devil football on this Friday night.
Providing transportation service for the young to the old, for the able-bodied and those who are not quite so able. Arrowhead Transit. It's your ride to get you where you need to go. Call 800-862-0175.
It'll be First down for the Blue Devils from the 11-yard line. Virginia right now unofficially with 157 yards of total offense, while the Gobblers with 177 yards of total offense. Virginia now with 8 first downs, and coming out of this timeout, they'll have it first down from the 11-yard line. 6-0 in favor of Aitken. Again, they took advantage of a break on a punt formation. They got the ball deep in the Blue Devil territory and scored on a 4-yard run by quarterback Quinn Miller. Blue Devils now trying to get the equalizer. Here's Zupich, short drop, looks for Bernard. He'll throw it. Bernard's wide open, touchdown. Watch on the replay. Bernard was wide open. Zupich waited for him to clear and threw it in the open spot. And the Blue Devils now have tied it at 6.
Blue Devils will try for a 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion. Gibson will take the snap, and Gibson will get close. He is not in. He did not get in. 2-point conversion fails. So the teams will head back upfield. 2:12 to go in our third quarter. We'll take a timeout. Virginia 6, Aitken 6. This is Friday Night Football from Ewens Field in Virginia.
With the support of many fine sponsors such as these over the years, Mesabi Community Television and Locker Talk have been able to continue expanding. With announcer Bob Cohn and cameramen like Darwin Aller, Javante George, and Justin Pullman, and with support from our program manager Lindsay George, in cooperation with Virginia's public schools and the City of Virginia, we've been able to keep upgrading. Currently, we can be seen live and via tape delay on Channel 5, YouTube, and Facebook, as well as bringing you area sports this year, including UMD football, volleyball, and many area teams on My9 Sports through KBJR's reaching out to our team. Mesabi Community Television will also continue to bring you sports from Mesabi East, Mountain Iron Buell, and Chisholm schools. Your mutual cooperation allows everyone to come out ahead.
And as we get back to action, another nice return by the Gobblers and a nice saving tackle by Ryan Scherf. Boy, Ryan has come up big tonight with a couple big tackles on the kickoffs. Backs are split. Miller will go in motion. Here's Quinn Miller giving it off. This is Anthony Price. He'll get to the 50-yard line.
Price on the carry.
I said Anthony, it's actually Austin Price.
On the stop.
Gain of about 4. 33 rushes tonight for the Gobblers. 172 yards on the ground. Ball is near the right hash mark from the shotgun. Here's Miller giving it off. And Pilarski, the ball carrier, gets to the Virginia side of the 50 for only a yard, and it's going to be third down.
On the stop, number 71 for the Blue Devils,
Tyler Herberg in on the stop for the Blue Devils. 3rd and 6. They have to get to the Virginia 44.
They're down to 5.
Now the Gobblers will go with 4 wide, 2 on each side. Quinn Miller from the shotgun. He'll swing pass out. and it's caught, and it'll be a first down as Blazik gets the pass and gets a first down.
Now for a first down for the Gobblers.
Second completion for quarterback Miller. Clock is in motion. We're into our final 50 seconds of the quarter. Here's Miller. Another little swing pass off to Blazik again, and he's going to get to the edge and get taken down near the 35-yard line. Jeremy Blazik on the reception to about the 36-yard line. It's about a 6-yard gain on that pass.
Bring up second down, long 4.
Gobblers with 21 yards through the air tonight. Clock is in motion. Could be the final play of the third quarter. Miller on a quarterback keeper and gets taken down. Tackled by J.J. Bridgewater in the middle. And our quarter is going to come to an end as that last play went for a couple yards. And we have now played 3 quarters from Ewens Field on this Friday night here in Virginia, Minnesota. Our score is deadlocked, Aitkin 6, Virginia 6, and we'll have our final 12 minutes after we take this timeout.
The P.S. Engman Agency is a family-owned business that has served the area with compassion and quality service for over 100 years. We are grateful for their fine support of Blue Devil Sports on Channel 5.
"12 minutes remaining in tonight's football game, and it's been a good one. The teams are deadlocked at 6. Quinn Miller scored on a 4-yard run with 14 seconds to go in the first half, and then the Blue Devils countered here in the third quarter. 2:12 remaining in the quarter as Jaden Bernard caught an 11-yard touchdown pass from Jack Zupids. Virginia's conversion failed, and it's 6-6 with 12 minutes to play. Again, next Friday, Virginia will go to Two Harbors. Next Friday, Aitken will host Pine City. Virginia looking for their first victory of the season. Aitken looking to go 3-0 on the season. Here we go, third down and a couple. Miller will hand off. Ball carrier gets knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. A huge tackle by Dre Chafee, and it's a loss of about 2, and it's going to be fourth down.
Third down and about 4.
Ball is on the 35-yard line. They have to get to just about the 32. Blue Devils have used 1 timeout here in the second half. They got 2 remaining. Aitken has all 3 of their allotted timeouts. Third down or fourth down play. Miller short drop, throwing the ball, and it is batted away. Nice defensive play by Scherf. The ball hit the ground. Nice play by Ryan Scherf, and Virginia will take the ball over on downs. As we watch on this replay, Blue Devils will get the ball with 11:15 to play, and their offense comes back on the field. Our next Blue Devil telecast will be in 2 weeks with the Evelyn Gilbert Golden Bears coming into Ewens. That'll be the homecoming game for the Virginia Blue Devils. Carmody comes out wide to the right. Zupids will give it off to Dawson Flatley, and he gets only a yard.
Dawson Flatley, ball carrier. On a stop, number 58, Aitken for the Gobblers. No gain on the play. Second down and 10 for the Blue Devils.
Second down and 9. And the Blue Devils go with wideouts on both sides. Zupitz from the shotgun. Throwing the ball over the middle for Bernard, and it was high and incomplete. Dangerous, throwing it into the coverage that Aitkin had on Bernard. And it's going to be 3rd down and 9 with 10:26 to play in the 4th quarter. Chris Mason will check into the Blue Devil offensive unit. Carmody will come out wide to the right. He draws single coverage. Mason in the slot left. Zupitz, short drop. Looking, now he's flushed out of the pocket under some pressure. Running for the sidelines, throwing the ball, and it's incomplete. He tried to get Carmody. The ball hit the ground, and it'll be 4th down for Virginia. And the Blue Devils will be forced to punt it away. Let's see if we can get a good snap, and let's get the punt away. It's been a sort of a adventure tonight, this punting. Couple have almost been blocked, and then the one where they ruled Zupitz was down on the low snap. Got to get a good snap and a good kick. Punts away, it's short. Spiral, it's going to take a Blue Devil. Now it's picked up on the run, and that's Miller getting just hammered. Oh, Mans, did he just get leveled. And the Aitken coaches want a flag. I don't know why they'd want a flag. It was a nice return and just a huge hit. Let's see if we can catch that one on the replay. Oh, Mans. Picked it up at the 38-yard line. Let's watch this hit by Checo. Boom, that's a good clean hit. Cobblers will start from their own 38-yard line. 10:07 to play. Ball's on the left hash mark. This is Miller throwing the ball long downfield. It's high and it's incomplete. Threw it into double coverage.
Pass is incomplete.
We'll see it. This one might not be good.
Miller now 3 for 12, 21 yards.
Bring up 2nd down and 10.
2nd down and 10 from the Blue Devil 38-yard line. Gobblers with good field position. Long will come out to the left. Here's Miller on a quarterback keeper. Got slowed up and then gets some running room on that left side.
That was waiting on a stop. Not for a Gobbler's first down.
12 first downs now for Aitken.
1st and 10 for the Gobblers.
It'll be on the Blue Devil 23-yard line. Miller under center. Miller pitches it. This is Blazik trying to get to the edge. And he'll get to the 20, the 15, and gets knocked out of bounds near the 10-yard line. Jeremy Blazik with the nice run. Goes from the 23 to the 11-yard line, and that's 12 yards and a first down.
Not for a Gobbler's first down.
Over 200 yards on the ground now for Aitken.
1st and 10 for the Gobblers.
Looks like it's just outside the 10, so they can get a first down at the goal line. Pitch, Blazik on the same play, reads his block and cuts back in and gets to the 8-yard line. Shapely Chafee in on the stop.
We're going to have second down and about 7.
Second down and 7 from the Blue Devil 8-yard line. Friday night football from Ewens Field in Virginia. Happy to have you viewing tonight's telecast on Mediacom Channel 5 and Mesabi Community Television. Now the backs are set up in a wishbone. Pitchback coming this way. Ball carrier is Docks, and the Blue Devils, Mason will cut him down behind the line of scrimmage. Nice read by number 2 of the Blue Devils. Chris Mason comes up from the corner. Watch on the replay how Chris comes up to make the defensive play.
Loss on the play. We'll bring up third down and long 11 for the Gobblers.
Coming up on 8 minutes to play in regulation. 3rd and 11. Owen Miller will go out wide to the right. The backs again set up in that wishbone. Here's Miller throwing the ball, and it is high and incomplete. Mason on the defensive coverage for the Blue Devils.
We're up 4th down.
And it's 4th down. Fourth down play coming, 4th and 11. Look at some of the Blue Devil fans that are still here tonight. Looks like they realize they're on the camera. There's big Jack Parola. Jack, a member of the boys basketball team and also the baseball team, and now Aitkin is going to use a timeout, their first of 3 allotted here, so we're going to take a break. 7:46 to go. We're tied 6-6 Blue Devils and Gobblers. Six football game. The 2-0 Gobblers and the 0-2 Blue Devils. They've been in a battle tonight. And it's going to be 4th and 11 from the 12-yard line. 4 wide, 2 on each side. Quinn Miller from the shotgun. Rolling right, throw the ball for the end zone, caught! Owen Miller was open. A 12-yard touchdown pass. Boy, nobody on him. They're going to go for 2. Here's Quinn, a little jump pass, good for the 2-point conversion. The teams will head back upfield. It's 14-6, Aitkin over Virginia. We'll take a break and we'll have more football after this.
I'm I'm Jermaine. I'm from Milwaukee, and this is my Masabi story.
My name's Laura. I am from Virginia, Minnesota. I've been a lifelong Iron Ranger, and this is my Masabi story.
My name is Hannah. I'm from Hermantown, and this is my Masabi story.
The faculty at Masabi Range College, they really care.
I'm very impressed with the way the staff has worked with us.
Oh, I love the program. Absolutely love it. I couldn't imagine doing anything different.
Aitkin 14, Virginia 6, with 7:40 to play in our football game. Owen Miller catches the touchdown pass from Quinn Miller. Here's the lefty's kick. Mason will go back, fields it at the 9-yard line. Here comes Chris Mason back, looking for a seam. Avoids a couple defenders and gets near the 28-yard line. And that's where Virginia will start 1st and 10 from near the 29-yard line. They have 2 timeouts and 7:32 to go down the field and get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
The Blue Devils will take over from their own 29-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils from their own 29.
Now Bernard will go out to the left. Carmody will go out there with them. Mason and Hewinen will come to the right. Zupids from the shotgun with Flatley back to block. Now he's running to the left side, looking downfield, avoids a defender. Reeds cuts back in, and Zupids will get about 3. As we watch on the replay, he avoided Simonson, number 22.
Second down and 6 for the Blue Devils.
Four wide for Virginia. 2nd down and 7. Zupids under some pressure again. Avoids one tackle, but not the second group. It's going to be 3rd down and almost 9 yards for Virginia with under 6.5 to play in our football game.
Loss on the play. We'll bring up 3rd down and about 8.
Four wide for Virginia on this 3rd down. Zupids under some pressure again, avoids the first wave and dumps it off short. And that was Jaden Bernard with the reception. Or is it Carmody? Looks like it's now Carmody 21. And it goes for 10 yards. Zupids is 5 for 13, 107 yards. And that's the Blue Devil 10th first down of the night. Again, Virginia will go with the same 4 wideouts. Carmody and Bernard left. Mason, Hewinen to the right. Quarterbacks straight ahead. Zupids with some running room, and Jack's got a first down to the Aitken side of the 50.
Blue Devils first down.
Blue Devils now 30 rushes tonight for 86 yards. Virginia with 193 of total yards. Aitken 234. Flatley again stays in the backfield as a blocker for Zupids. Zupids again on a keeper. This time it goes for only a yard. Under 5.5 minutes to play in this Friday night matchup.
On a stop, number 33, John Blanchett. Second down and 9 for the Blue Devils.
Second down and 9 on the 48-yard line. Zupids with some running room, 40, 35, 30, goes down to the 28-yard line. That's the biggest run of the night for the Blue Devils. That's 20 yards and a Blue Devil first down. He went from the 48 to the 28, and the Blue Devils moved the sticks. Once again, the Blue Devils go with the same formation. Jack Zupids from the shotgun. Throwing the ball for Carmody, and it's incomplete off his shoulder pad.
Pass was incomplete.
Jade Bernard dived for the ball, tried to get it on the rebound. What's that on the replay again?
We're at second down and 10.
We're off his hands, and Bernard just about got there. Now McCarty's in the slot on the left side. Zupin's on a keeper, and he's going to go no place. No gain, and it's going to be third down and 10. Many white jerseys in on the play, and now we have a timeout called by Aitken. They want to take a defensive timeout with 4:16 to play. We're going to take a break. Aitken 14, Virginia 6. This is Friday Night Lights from Ewan Stadium. There's a look at the Aitken defensive huddle. 4:16 to play. Aitken 14, Virginia 6. Blue Devil fans looking to hopefully celebrate something. Third and 10. Little different offensive formation for the Blue Devils. Zupids under some pressure, now running right side, looking, throwing the ball downfield. It's caught by Carmody at the 10-yard line. He gets to the 5-yard line, and he stretches out to the 1-yard line. Tommy Carmody. They'll officially put it down at the 1-yard line. It's a 27-yard pass and reception.
First and goal for the Blue Devils at the Gobbler's 1-yard line.
1-yard line. Zupids now 6 for 15 for 134 yards. Zupids from the shotgun. The ball's on the 1-yard line. Zupids on a quarterback keeper, and he's not going to get any place. He may have lost a yard.
Second down and goal from the 2-yard line.
Clock is rolling along. Near the 3-minute mark. Blue Devils need to get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Second and goal from the 2. Zupids running the option, and he's going to get to about the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 3rd down. Third and goal at the 2. They started 1st and goal at the 1, and now they're faced with 3rd and goal from the 2. Here's Zupids looking, throwing a ball, it's deflected. And it's 4th down. And now Virginia is going to use their second timeout. We've got 2:15 to play. We're going to take a break. Aitkin 14, Virginia 6. Friday night from Ewan Stadium in Virginia.
Providing transportation service for the young to the old, for the able-bodied and those who are not quite so able. Arrowhead Transit. It's your ride to get you where you need to go. Call 800-862-0175.
There's a look at the Blue Devil offensive huddle. This is the football game right now. They have to get into the end zone on this 4th down play. They've just used their second of their 3 allotted timeouts. From the shotgun, Bernard single coverage on the left. Mason and Carmody to the right. Dawson Flatley behind. Here's a pass going for Bernard. It's high, and it is caught, and he is in for a touchdown. Bernard with a great catch, and now they will go for the 2-point tying conversion, and Virginia is going to take their 3rd and final timeout. We'll take a break. 2:08 to play. 14-12, Aitkin over Virginia.
The P.S. Engman Agency is a family-owned business that has served the area with compassion and quality service for over 100 years. We are grateful for their fine support of Blue Devil Sports on Channel 5.
Well, now here comes the crucial 2-point conversion to tie this football game, as Zupids and Bernard have just hooked up for the 2nd time tonight. That one was on a 2-yard touchdown pass. The first one was an 11-yard touchdown pass. Here we go, 2-point conversion to tie the football game. Same formation that they scored the touchdown. See if it's the same play. Here's a reverse. Mason coming short side, and they stop him, and he leaps and he gets in, and now we got a flag. Let's see what the call is. It's against Virginia. It's against Virginia, holding. So they'll move him back, and Virginia will have to try a 2-point conversion again. Why don't we see if we can see that replay again? I wasn't really paying attention. See if we can pick up the holding call. Here comes Mason up on the top. Yep. Looks like it was holding on the wide out on that side, so they'll move them back. Now a 2-point conversion from the 10-yard line. We'll have to do it again. Here we go, 2-point conversion to tie the football game. Zupids looking for the end zone, throwing the ball, and it is up for grabs. Let's see, it's incomplete. 2-point conversion fails. And Aitkin with a 14-12 lead with 2:08 to play. Virginia is out of their timeouts, so they'll have to try an onside kick to try to get this football. Aitkin is back home next Friday night. They'll host Pine City. Virginia will go up the North Shore to Two Harbors. Blue Devil football on this Friday night. Let's try to recap. Quinn Miller scored with 14 seconds to go in the first half on a 4-yard run. Then the Blue Devils in the third quarter, 2:12 to go. Jaden Bernard caught an 11-yard touchdown pass from Jack Zupids. In the fourth quarter, 7:40, it was Quinn Miller to Owen Miller, 12-yard touchdown pass. 2-point conversion was good, making it 14-6. And now with 2:08 to play, Bernard catches a 2-yard touchdown pass from Jack Zupids. Virginia's conversion fails, and it's 14-12. Aitken setting up for the onside. They have all their hands people, and now we've got a delay of game called against Virginia.
Flag on the play.
Boy, I haven't seen this before. Officials. Now here comes dead ball. Delay of game against Virginia.
Delay game against the Blue Devils.
That's their third penalty of the night for 20 yards. Haven't seen that before, delay game on a kickoff. Gibson will kick off. Aitken has all 10 of their 11 players up close, and now we've got another whistle. We've got a timeout being called by Aitken. That is their third and final timeout. We'll take a break. 2:07 to play. It's 14-12 Aitken.
I'm Jermaine, I'm from Milwaukee, and this is my Masabi story.
My name's Laura. I am from Virginia, Minnesota. I've been a lifelong Iron Ranger, and this is my Masabi story.
My name is Hannah. I'm from Hermantown, and this is my Masabi story.
The faculty at Masabi Range College, they really care.
I am very impressed with the way the staff has worked with us.
Oh, I love the program. Absolutely love it. I couldn't imagine doing anything different.
Yeah, both are out. Here we go, coming out of the final timeout of the game.
What's he want? 1 second?
Jacob Gibson will kick off for the Blue Devils. They put the ball back 5 yards to the 35. Things are pretty quiet right now. Blue Devils have to get this onside kick. Here we go, it's a rolling ball, and again the whistle blows before the kick. The official did not put the ball in play yet, so we have to do it again. Let's see if we can get this right so we can continue on. 2:08 to play. 14-12 Aitken over Virginia. One more time. Here comes Gibson. There's the roller. It's got to go 10 yards, and it's not even going to go 10 yards. And Aitken's going to get the ball, and now they just have to kneel down, and they can run the clock out. The Blue Devils are out of timeouts. I don't think you'll see the quarterback, Quinn Miller, taking the ball in shotgun. I think you'll see him under the center here. Virginia cannot stop the clock with 2:08 to play. Back set in the wishbone. Miller under center. He'll give it off. This is Pilarski. Gain of a yard. Checo 66 in on the stop for the Blue Devils. Here comes Docks into the lineup with the next play.
Second down and 8.
Under 90 seconds to play. Pitch, ball carriers, Docks coming this way, reads his block and cuts back in and gets a couple yards. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and about 7.
Long count for Miller. He'll just on a delayed bootleg the wide side of the field. Peters with the nice play for the Blue Devils. But it looks like he's going to be just short regardless. The clock is going to run out on the Blue Devils, and Virginia is going to fall to winless in 3 tries, while Aitken is going to stay unbeaten at 3-0. Quickly, as they're going to measure, I'm going to run down the statistics. Virginia had 14 first downs tonight, while Aitken finishes with 15. Virginia, it is a first down. Aitken with 210 yards on the ground, 33 yards in the air, as quarterback Miller was 4 for 14 for 33 yards. The Blue Devils rushed the ball 35 times tonight for 106 yards. Zupids was 7 out of 17 for 136. Blue Devils had 3 penalties for 20 yards. Gobblers 4 penalties for 30 yards. Gobblers now will just take one more snap as the clock is winding down. I don't even know if they even have to take a snap. We're down to 8 seconds to go. Well, they do, and now the clock is going to run out, and Aitken travels to Virginia and stays unbeaten with a 14-12 victory over the Blue Devils. No turnovers tonight. Penalties again, 3 for 20 for Virginia, 4 for 30 for Aitken. Miller with a touchdown run and a touchdown pass for the Gobblers. Bernard with 2 touchdown receptions from Zupids. The difference was a 2-point conversion for the Gobblers as they go to 3-0. And they will now host Pine City next Friday night. Meanwhile, the Blue Devils fall winless in 3 tries, and they will travel to Two Harbors on Friday night. Well, that'll do it. I hope you enjoyed our telecast on Mesabi Community Television, also on Mediacom Channel 5 for Darwin Aller, Justin Pullman, and Javanci George on our cameras. For Eric Tweeten and Terry Hardica, our technical staff. I'm Bob Cohen, the play-by-play. Once again, our final score on this Friday night from Ewens in Virginia, Aitken 14 and Virginia 12. Good night, everyone.
plays here, getting some momentum is going to be key early on.
Wide to the left, hand up. Goes to Wilcox, gets to the edge, and Wilcox gets 5, 6, 7, maybe even 8 yards.
Again, we talked about your
right side of the run room. Andrew Wilcox on the right side. And up goes to Wilcox with a little bit of running room and just keeps those legs turning. He got nearly 5 yards again. Wilcox again in the tail position. Here's a slam pass. It's caught by Aho. Aho now is out wide to the right. Quarterback under some pressure, again rolling, and it is caught by Greenwald. He's into the end zone for a touchdown.